Governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress in Edo State, Pastor Sage Izeyamu, talks to Peter David about his emergence at the party's primary, allegations against him ahead of the forthcoming governorship election, and his chances against Governor Godwin Obaseki at the next poll. The first question that was put to him says, Godwin Obaseki defeated you in 2016 to become Edo State governor. Now, as governor, don't you think he will have a more resounding victory this time around? And Pastor Sage said, honestly, if he had performed very well, there is no doubt that his performance would have aided him. But if we have to assess his performance, I believe it is going to be very difficult to get the electorate to vote for him. In the last 2.5 years, the governor has abandoned governance for political infighting. It has been all about second term is not negotiable. Nobody can enter Edo State without my permission. I will demolish his house, and so on and so forth. He has been so distracted from the core objective of governance that it is going to be difficult to convince people that he could not perform well because he was engrossed in party issues. If you look at all the core areas, agriculture, health, and education, they are nothing to write home about. How can you talk about education when there are no teachers? Go around the rural areas, you will discover that most schools have only one teacher who has to teach English, mathematics, and all other subjects, whether science or arts. There are no good hospitals or healthcare centers. Agriculture is not getting any serious attention. At the end of the day, the issue is where has he excelled? So if we have to look at his performance, I am sure the electorate will say it is time for him to take a bow and leave. You asked the governor to return to the APC. Why did you say that? And he said, for me, it is the best thing to do. The fact that you disagreed with your party does not mean that you can just abandon them like that. Whether you like it or not, the APC brought him into political prominence. Before he joined the APC, nobody knew him, and the APC more or less elevated him and made him a governor, even without any political history. So there is no doubt he is indebted to the party. There is no doubt he's indebted to the party, okay? Even the so-called disqualification he was quarreling about, he had the opportunity to appeal the decision, but he didn't do that. So just because your party had issues with you, you defected to another party, he won't have it smooth in the party he just joined like he had in the APC. Sometimes they say that until you marry a second wife, you will not appreciate your first wife. I am sorry to use that analogy because I am not a polygamist. So I think he's going into a second marriage that will make him realize that the first one was made from heaven and that the second one is a disaster. Sometime in the past, the suspended national chairman of the APC, Adams Oshiomhole, called you a lot of unprintable names and said you were incapable of governing the state. How will you cope with such a man now as your godfather? What do you mean by godfather? He answered, how are we selecting what we should remember? What about the period he paid glowing compliments to me? What about the period he praised me for all I did to support him to be in government? He made those statements during a period I was on the other side and was contesting to be the state governor, and he, Oshiomhole, was determined to prevent that. What do you expect? Were you expecting him to praise me at that time when he did not want me to be governor? So when you look at the context in which he said those things, you will understand that he was just playing politics and he needed to demarcate me so that his candidate would have an advantage. And after the election, that was the end of it. So I do not think that we should dwell too much on what he said before the election. If you are saying that, we can also take you back to what he said about me before then. people are saying, look at the bad things he said during the campaign. Why did they not look at the good things he said before the campaign? The truth is that he was only trying to demarcate me so that Edo people would not vote for me, not that it was from his heart. Of course, the man Oshomole can speak for himself. He's not dead. We are all pretending not to know that in politics you can say all kinds of things just to demarcate your opponents. Will it be right to say the former governor will be your godfather? No. When you use that word, you miss it completely. Why will he be my godfather? First, am I a political novice? Am I not someone that needs to be sold because I am not new to this game? I have told people that the only godfather I have is God. By the grace of God, I was the national vice chairman of the defunct Action Congress of Nigeria. I was director general of the Adams Oshomole campaign committee for a second term. I was a member of the merger committee that created the APC. So will it not be strange that someone with these credentials will have someone else as his godfather? If you are talking about godfather and godson, you should be talking about somebody new in the game who needs someone else to nurture him. In this situation, you know that I have paid my dues and the only godfather I have is God. But Adams Oshomole is a national leader of the party and nobody can wish him away. Of course, it will be nice of him to tell people to vote for me because in my part of Edo, he did well and many people are indebted to him. But that does not in any way mean that he will be my godfather. Some people say if you are elected, your administration will be like a continuation of Oshomole's administration. What do you think about that? He said, you are taking this thing too far because Oshomole has left the government. Though I supported his government, I was not part of it. If you are saying my emergence will be a continuation of the APC government, you are right because that is the party that holds us together and we cannot run away from it. Oshomole has not told me what to do in government. The only person who said he would follow Oshomole was Obaseki. Governor Obaseki's campaign was built on continuity. He said he would build on everything that Oshomole did. I am not going to take over from Oshomole. If I was, I would have been saying what I would do. Let me tell you this, I am not going to say because I will succeed Obaseki. I will reverse all the things he did. That will be foolish of me. Okay? If there are good things we identify, of course we would continue with them. But if there are also bad policies that should not be continued, we would jettison them. We must have the political courage to do what is right. It is not all about saying because it is a new administration, everything must be reversed. How would you react to statements made by some people that it was not morally right for you to have gone to the party that called you all sorts of names? He said APC is a national party. I have more rights than any other person because this is a party I helped to found. Are you saying that because of some people in the party I should not come to a house I founded? That will be ridiculous. If you own a house and somebody abuse you in that house, are you saying you should not go? Are you saying you should not go back to it? It is a silly logic that does not make sense. So you should be telling me if it is not morally right for me to go back home. You can see politicians. The Oba of Benin, Eware too, has said it is wrong to have a godfather in the state. What is your reaction to this now that you are you have Oshomole behind you? And he said, of course, you know that the godfatherism syndrome has been bastardized. You cannot fault what the Oba of Benin has said. Does it not bother you that you still have a case with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC? He said the fact that someone is accused of doing something doesn't make them guilty. So if they took me to court and made accusations, what does it mean? Have you looked at the case to see if anybody said Eze Yamu took 700 million naira? No, if you look at the details of the case, you will see that nobody said I took 700 million naira. All they are saying is that as the Director General of former President Goodluck Jonathan's campaign committee in Edo State, some others and I signed when the money came into the state. The money did not come to my account. I did not take one kobo from the money. However, I cannot stop the EFCC from doing its job. So I was taken to court. What does it mean? Do you know the controversies that trade Governor Obaseki at the stock exchange before he became Edo State governor? The reality is that I have an unblemished record. So, guys, you've heard from Pastor Sage Izeyamu. He has been able to defend himself. He said, at least what we really need to take from that is that all that Oshomole said about him, that they didn't come from his mind, that they are just politics. They are just mere politics. That means, who are we supposed to be holding responsible? Because if we are to, like they always say, you are innocent until proven guilty. So if we are to look at this whole thing, that means Oshomole is not to be trusted. And maybe I think at the time he was interviewed, Oshomole was still the national chairman, because now Oshomole is no longer the national chairman. Of course, he can deny for all he cares that Oshomole is not his godfather, this and this and that. Of course, you can't take it away from Pastor Izeyamu. He has experience, you can't even fault him. He has been in government for a long period of time. He knows how politics is being played. But one thing is that these people are always jumping from one place to another. Don't be surprised by next election. Now he's saying that he founded APC. So these people are just the same. Now that Obaseki has been he has been able to cross to the other side now. Then he's going to learn more. Next time, if you want to vie for any position, he will still come back to APC. He will now tell you that APC is his home. Just like himself, he said you was one of the people that founded APC, and you were in PDP. I don't understand. And you went back again you left PDP, you came to form APC. From APC, you went back to PDP. From PDP again, you come back to APC, and you are not telling us that what happened in PDP, that if a woman does not test 2 marriages, she will not know the difference. So what are we talking about? These people are just there to deceive us and say all manner of things. If at Oshomole's age, you can imagine even the way he was able to pick his words. Even he was trying to demarcate or discredit Obaseki. He's doing it in a very, very matured way. It's very, very matured way. Even Obaseki too will not even go, be using gutter language just like Oshomole used to do. At Oshomole's age, Oshomole is going to 70 years, and yet see the way he plays politics. If that is how politics is being played, that means it is very, very bad. Because he himself, as a Ezeyamu, did not even use all those kind of dirty language against anybody. Even you could see the way he was answering the question. So it's just unfortunate. Politicians will always be politicians, whether they are trying to be more matured or not being matured. But APC and PDP, they are the same party with different people. At some point, anytime it's going to favor them. If it's not going to favor them at that particular time, they will shift. They change base. That is just what it is. But what I just want to take from this whole thing is that all the things that people have been saying, that Oshomole said this or that against him, is trying to tell us now that Oshomole did not say all of that from his heart. Oshomole that was calling God. Okay, I think we need to play that record. Of course, he said Oshomole is going to answer for himself. I think people should be able to ask Oshomole, then let us hear what he's going to say. Of course, he's going to come and defend himself. But what I just feel is that it is now depends on the people what you really want. And the question was even being put to him that PDP won. Edo people are more inclined to PDP because the last presidential election and other election that was taking place in Edo State, they all went to it favored PDP. So he said, it depends on what's the person who is there and all of that. They will try to justify whatsoever. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Do you think that what he's saying, that Oshomole, all the things that Oshomole said about him, that Oshomole did not just say all of those things from his heart, it's just mere politics? Do you think so? Let's have your comments in the comment section. Thank you.